Hey guys, so I am going to answer some quickfire questions that the team have got from Instagram. Let's see how this works out. Sure, you can buy a property again. There's no reasons why you wouldn't be able to unless you had a bad credit on the back of losing the house. If you went into repossession or you went bankrupt. But if you have none of those issues, and even if you do have those issues, they could be sorted in the next couple of years. You could be buying your property again. How to invest? Join the askpaul Investment Club. Honestly, check out all the information on the askpaul investment strategy. It's free to download from the Instagram page, Linktree, or the website. Fund's been going around over 30 years. The main fund I use, phenomenal track record. It's literally the Ron Seal of investments. It does exactly what it says on the tin. Oh, okay, so budgeting for unpaid mat leave needs to begin before you go on unpaid mat leave. Obviously, you can still do it now if you're in the middle of your maternity leave and you're not getting paid. It will definitely add value, but the best value you can have is to plan for unpaid mat leave months in advance. And go to the askpaul Linktree or website and download the free personal budget template and fill it in and make sure you're in good financial shape. Okay, so I think the reason the askpaul Investment Club was developed was to try and educate people during their investment journey. No matter what your background is or what your knowledge is of stocks and shares, it's very unlikely you're ever going to actually complete all the research that's necessary before you actually buy a stock directly or get involved in the fund. So this is about taking a leap of faith in a fund that has a 32-year track record, phenomenal fund performance, and learning as you go. And that's why we send out the Monday email is very important. It educates you on what's going on in the stock market, but also what's going on in the fund. And then every month I do a video on Zoom of me logging into my account, and I share that account with everybody, show you whether the fund is up or down in value, what's going on, again looking at the fact sheet and the graphs. So I suppose it's a learning exercise over your 3 to 5 year of an investment journey. And then also we do have situations where we bring in the investment Zurich managers and have Zooms for everybody in the club as well. So very much do your research, which is the askpaul investment strategy, look at the fact sheet, book in for the consultation, learn as much as you can, but also develop your skills about investing while you're investing in the investment club. Okay, so saving tips for graduates going into the workforce. This is really good because if you're looking for these tips, it means you're already taking your money seriously before you even get into the workforce, which is brilliant because some people, as we've seen the page, are coming to us way after they've graduated and they've all their bad money habits. This is like getting a driving lesson before getting your mum and dad to teach you how to drive. Your mum and dad teach you how to drive, you're going to pick up bad habits. Don't let them do it. Make sure you get a driving instructor to teach you how to drive. And it's the same when it comes to your money. Come to askpaul, check out all the free content on the Finance Academy. The main thing you need to do here is budget and also decide not to get into debt if you can, and also decide what amount of money you're going to put aside on a monthly basis for the future. So usually you'd want to look at something like the 80-20 rule, even just starting off. All your 80% is going to cover your kind of lifestyle expenses, so your normal stuff like your rent or a mortgage when you get one, your living costs, your bills, utility bills, etc. And you're going out and your kind of good time money as well. And then 20% of your income, try and put that aside for the future. Don't worry about getting the pension plans, locking your money away too much. You have a lot of life to live still, so maybe just take it handy and keep your money in a savings, a little bit of an investment account. And the biggest tip here is to probably get your emergency fund set up ASAP. That's 1k minimum, somewhere like a credit union. And then if you're going to work for somebody that doesn't have an income protection policy, get one now while you're really young, because the cost is secured right up until age 65 and you don't have to worry about price increases, and it's really young because it's really cheap because you're really young. Okay, so you can actually have two options. Your employer must offer you what's called a PRSA, which is a personal retirement savings account. They don't have to contribute to it, but they have to set it up that it goes through your salary and you get your tax relief and your pension contributions automatic. Now, however, your employer might have taken the PRSA designation with a company that mightn't be the best provider in the marketplace. So in that case, you can come here to askpaul. We can set you up with a PRSA, personal savings account yourself, through your own bank account and get your tax relief through your employment with tax credits. Or you can set up a personal pension plan. So if you don't have one in work and you don't feel like getting your employer to force one in the door, then maybe go to PRSA or the personal pension with us. To explain how tax credits work, so let's say for argument's sake you're on the higher rate of income tax, you're going to get 40% relief back. If you're on the lower rate of income tax, you're going to get 20% relief. So what does that mean? If you put 100 quid into your pension, you're basically going to get, if you put it in through your own bank account, 100 euro goes into your pension and you're going to get 40 euro higher in your wages. So if you were taking home 2,000 euro net after tax income, when you start the pension plan, you're now going to be getting 2,040 euro. So that 100 quid's gone out of your bank account, you're getting an extra 40 quid, which means you're only down 60 euro in that month, although 100 euros gone into your pension account. And it's the same for the lower income tax, except it's 20 euro. property price predictions, they're going to keep going up. Keep saying this time and time again. Actually, somebody reached out to me on Instagram recently saying, actually last night, she sent me an Instagram message saying, love your content, think you're great, love your page, I follow you, but you would say house prices are going to go up because you need to sell mortgages or you need it for a profitability point of view. I was quite quick to point out that the fact that how much of a turnover we have as a business, a very, very, very small proportion, and the fact that mortgages are actually loss maker for us as a business. So I don't need to promote mortgages in order to make money in my business. But we're financial planners, and we're hoping to help people on their full financial planning journey. And a mortgage is probably one of the biggest financial decisions anyone's ever going to make. So I think it's only fair that we offer the mortgage service, but we're only fair that we also tell people what we think from an economic point of view. And you know, we probably read the research reports that most people don't. Most people probably just listen on the radio and don't actually dive into the economic reports the way I would. I can safely say that I think that property prices are going to increase for the foreseeable future, minimum 5 years, because we have a massive supply and demand issue in this country, as we do not have enough stock to meet the demand. And no matter what you're selling, whether it's houses, whether it's cars, whether it's tulips, no matter what you're selling, if you have a supply and demand issue, prices are always going to rise. I don't think this government and I don't think the next government have anywhere near the appetite to fix the housing crisis. So yeah, I think prices are going to continue to increase for the very foreseeable future. I did say this on Instagram live one day. If you look at 5 years, if you break it down, is only 60 months. I ask anyone watching this video, if you think that this government, not trying to get political, but do you think that this government or any future party can fix this housing prices in 60 months? You're all probably going to say no. That means house prices will continue to increase over the next 5 years, minimum. Interest rates are, like, I can't stress this enough, are going to go up. I think in 2022, we are going to see the lowest interest rate environment for the foreseeable future. Interest rates are cyclical. Like anything when it comes to finance is cyclical. So house prices, like stock market prices, they go up, they go down, they go up, they go down, and it's just cyclical. And we're at the very bottom of that cyclical term when it comes to interest rates, in my professional opinion. Therefore, if I was going for a mortgage, I would be looking at fixing possibly for a minimum 5. We have some mortgages companies here in the Irish marketplace. People don't know about these companies, like the Finance Earth. They allow you to fix for up to 25 years. So that means you could take a mortgage and not have to worry about an interest rate hike or a letter coming in your door for the next 25 years, which really helps with people financial budgeting and making sure they know where their money's going and offer some level of security. Now, doesn't mean that over that 25-year period rates aren't going to go up and come back down again. But if you don't want to be involved in that trap of increases and decreases in your mortgage interest rates and how much you pay as a family, I would recommend fixing for a long term. And I do genuinely believe that this period of time is probably going to be the lowest we've seen. And to add, if you have a tracker mortgage, your tracker mortgage is going to be linked to the ECB. That's why it's so low. And they're going to start to increase and increase and increase. And there's going to be some cases where people on a tracker mortgage are probably going to end up paying more than what people are that can fix their mortgage for today. So it's a really interesting time. I do think if you have a mortgage, it's really important to reach out for a mortgage consultation and get advice around your own circumstances, because everybody's different. A mortgage interest rate is dictated by the value of the house, the loan against it, and also switching your mortgage can, you know, you want to look at what income is being coming in and, you know, the overall case. So it is a case by case basis, but we really recommend having a consultation to make sure you're on the right page.